Yo, yo! What's going on, champions? It's Marquise, Money Mike Williams, coming to you with another episode of I Am a Champion. Man, today is such a special day. You know, today marks the 50th anniversary of the King I Had a Dream speech, of the March on Washington. Sometimes I just like to come outside and enjoy the scenery, smell the fresh air, and just be thankful for where we are today. Be thankful for the things that we're able to do, the places we're able to go, the things that we're able to accomplish because of the way that's been paved by the people in the past. And I'm not even just speaking of color right now, you guys, because there's been many things in history that have been done that have allowed us to be where we are today. But what I want to talk to you about today is the fact that I still have a dream. And my question is, do you still have a dream? See, to be successful in life, there's certain things that you gotta have. There's certain things that you have to do. There's a certain path that you have to walk along. And if you get off that path, then you're not going to accomplish your goal. But here's the thing. There's not one yellow brick road that's gonna get you to success. You're able to create that own path. But I'm gonna give you 3 things that you must do for you to be successful even on the path that you create. Because it doesn't matter if it's your path, his path, whoever's path. If you don't do these 3 things, then you're not going to accomplish success. You know, on the way to school this morning, actually for the last couple mornings, you know, my daughter's been saying, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. She wakes up every morning crying, saying, why do we have to go to school again? And today I just had to think. I had to sit her down. I said, no, baby. Do you understand the things that people had to go through for you to go to the school that you're going to today? Do you understand the sacrifices that had to be made? She's only 4, so she doesn't understand the word sacrifice. But I had to tell her to be thankful for the ability to go to school, to appreciate the ability to learn the things that you're able to go and learn. You know, as you hear the sirens in the background, you know, that was all too common back during the civil rights movements, but for all the wrong reasons. So today, the first thing I got to tell you is you got to believe in your dream. And obviously, you got to have a dream in the first place. But I got a text from one of my mentors, Mr. Paul D. Jones, this morning. And in the text, he was talking about everybody knows what they want. Everybody knows they want more tomorrow. You know that car that you want. You know that grade that you want in your class. You know that team that you want to make. You know that girl that you want to get with. You know that guy that you want to be your husband. We all know what we want, but very few are willing to do the work that it takes to get it. Very few are willing to do the work that it takes to get it. So when you believe in your dream, when you believe wholeheartedly, when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, you have to do something to take that dream from being something that's in your sleep to being a reality. And what you have to do is you have to put a date on it. Because when you believe in something, you believe that you can accomplish it. And when you put that date on it, that transforms that dream into a goal. That transforms it into a goal. That's what creates that path, you guys, because when you have a dream, you know what you want. But when you put a date on it, that signifies that you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. And that becomes a goal. But the second thing you have to do is you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision that you're willing to do the work that it takes to accomplish that goal, right? You have to hold yourself accountable, because when you make that decision, you have to abide by the saying, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? You have to hold yourself accountable and understand it's not like at your job where somebody's giving you directions, where somebody's telling you what to do. It's up to you to accomplish that goal. It's up to you to step up and say, you know what? I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to point the finger, because guess what? When you point the finger, how many are pointing back at you? There's 3 more pointing back at you, right? So if it's meant to be, it's up to you. And when you have that goal, and when you match that goal, when you add action to that goal, that's when you begin to get results. So you have that dream and you put a date on it, and then you make a decision to act on that goal, and you put action towards it, and that's when you get results, baby. That's when you start getting things accomplished in your life. That's when you start to see things change within your life, and that's when things start to get beautiful. But see, a lot of times in life, and this is the third thing, and this third thing is the most important, because this is where a lot of people fail. A lot of people put goals in place. A lot of people make decisions to act on them. But see, the next thing you have to do is you have to follow the plan. You got to stick to it. So you think halfway through the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King was like, well, Malcolm X is over there using violence, so let's switch to violence. Let's start doing things violently. No, he stuck to his plan, you guys. And that just goes back to the belief in your dream. Malcolm's dream was different than Martin Luther King's dream. At the end of the day, they met at the same place, but their dreams were different, you guys. And what I want you to understand, there was no point within the movement, the MLK sit in bed and say, Coretta, I just don't believe anymore, but I'm going to keep doing the marches. I'm going to keep speaking to people. I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing, even though I don't believe. See, you have to believe, and that belief is what's going to spark that accountability and spark that action and hold you in the game, even when you don't feel like it. Because I'm going to be truthful with you. There's going to be times when you don't feel like it. I worked out this morning, and you know what? Halfway through the workout, I didn't feel like going on. It hurt. But you know what? That's not part of my plan. See, my plan is to have a six-pack. My plan is for me to be healthy. And if I don't follow through with the plan, if I give up halfway through, if I don't follow through, then I'm not going to accomplish my goal, which means I'm not going to live my dream. That's right. See, the last part of the text Mr. Jones sent me was that you have to adjust your plan to match. You have to adjust your plan today to meet your vision for tomorrow. So if you see yourself in a current place tomorrow, if you see yourself being a millionaire, but today you're not doing what millionaires do, then you have to adjust what you're doing today so that you can see what you want to see tomorrow. Now, obviously, you're not going to make millions overnight, but you get the analogy. See, so many people think the grass is greener on the other side. They think that if they switch it up, if they switch to doing this different thing, that things are just going to magically be different. And what you have to understand is there's dirt over there too. It's not the thing being different that's going to change the results in life. It's you being different. It's you putting a date to your dream and you taking your goal and putting the action to the goal so that you can get results. See, it's just like starting a fire. When we were younger, we used to, take a magnifying glass and hold it under the sun to a stick. And to start a fire. Some of you probably were devious and you burned ants and things of that nature. But when you hold that magnifying glass up to a stick, then it's going to start a fire. But it doesn't happen right away. It takes time. It takes time, and you have to be consistent. You have to stick to the plan of holding that magnifying glass where it needs to be so that laser beam focus can go on the stick through the sun. Well, sometimes people are holding this thing and saying, you know what, maybe if I hold it over here, or maybe if I hold it over here, and you keep moving the magnifying glass and you never spark the fire. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, if you want that fire to spark in your life, if you still have a dream and you want to get to where you want to be, you have to believe in the dream and you have to make a decision to actually put a date and some action to that dream and hold yourself accountable to stick it to the plan. You got to hold yourself accountable to sticking to the plan, you guys, because if you don't, then you're going to start and keep seeing other people accomplish their dreams and sometimes even your dreams. And that's never any fun. So remember, you're the best investment that you got. You were born to win. So play to win right now. Play to win right now because there's people who sacrificed for you to even be in the game. And for you to understand that you're already a champion. See you next week. Peace.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.